31. 31.
31, yeah.
31.
Yeah, so that's probably a hit too. All right. Let me get more DA out.
All right.
Hold on.
Can I make a comment about the rules?
I mean, can't really say no. What kind
I just want to remind, like, with action points, they add to your raw die roll. So if it makes your roll a 20, it's a crit. It's a nat 20. Keep that in mind.
I totally forgot about action points.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I don't think anyone's used an action point so far.
It's a comment, I'm sure. Yeah. All right.
The reason I asked is because I didn't want to sit here and be like, out of character knowledge, but I feel like
actually, there's no in-character way to reference action points. I understand.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. What'd you do for damage?
All right, I'm going to roll it 3d8. And then this is going to be
20, plus 24.
Plus 24, yep.
Shit.
That's going to be 12 plus 24 is 36.
36 damage.
And then not done yet. Second hit is an 8 plus 8 is 16 damage.
Okay. Shit, man. All right. So you fire twice. One shaft hits it straight in the chest, gets between a couple of ribs, buries all the way, 6 inches of wood into it.
And that was a poison arrow.
Okay.
Actually, both were poison arrows.
There you go.
So you have 2 left now?
Yeah.
All right.
He would go up by 2 for the second one, or for the first one, and then 4 for the second one.
So okay, and then all right, yeah. So I mean, it's got one arrow in its shoulder already. The second one hits it in the chest. Third one hits it in one of its bizarrely well muscled legs. All right, and then it actually with one of them, like it, even as the contracts are kind of flying around, slicing you guys, it kind of buckles and like emits a groan of pain in the midst of its otherwise just chanting. And then Tristan, your turn.
Power attack 6, full round attack action.
Okay.
17.
For the threat.
I'm going to use an action point on this confirm.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to roll the d20.
Yep.
I rolled a 16. So that is, I said -6, so that's a plus. Well, let me roll the d6.
Yeah, roll the d6.
Oh, shit. All right, I got a 5 on the d6, so that puts it at...
That's a 20.
That's a 20.
Nat 20.
Right. Yeah. So that's just a confirmation. That's how we're going to read that one.
It's a real crit.
So it's an actual crit.
Right.
All right.
Actual crit.
Second attack, I said -6, so that's going to be +2. I rolled an 8, so it's a 10.
Okay.
All right, so rolling the crit, this is 44 plus 24 plus 8. So it's a 44 plus 32. So that's 6, 38. Plus 4 is 42.
42 damage. All right. Okay, so as it buckles from Coben's arrows, and it kind of pauses, it it rights itself again, stands upright. You guys hear a murmur behind you, and I guess Coben might see out of your peripheral vision. The townspeople have stepped in front of the doors. The candles are flooding in the background. You can hear the people murmuring something in the back, sort of in unison. Might be a prayer, might be something else. But the scarecrows are fighting, screaming on both sides of you. The hounds are snarling. You can hear the sounds of horses, whinnying, and hoofbeats on the ground. At the same time that you can hear devils screaming. Tristan ducks under some of the papers just flying around, obscuring sight. You come forward, like take a step back as one of them swipes in front of your face, slash upward again, just both hands, heavy like baseball swing, except I guess reverse upward, and just slice off the end of Coben's arrow as you take just this huge gash across the thing's stomach and come out near where one of the arrows was. John, your turn.
Cure minor wounds on myself.
Okay. Stop the bleeding.
Yep. And get a point of healing.
Right.
And I'm going to step up next to my comrades here.
Okay. Fair enough. I should have done this before, and I didn't, and I'm not going to retroactively do it. But it's technically threatening you because it's got a reach weapon. So when you're casting a spell, you either need to cast defensively or take the attack of opportunity.
This turn right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to use a full round heal action.
Okay. Fair enough. So roll a heal check.
Uh, 22.
Yeah, with your modifier, just don't roll a 1, right? Okay, fair enough. All right, so that's stabilized. That's fair. All right, and then you can still step up, I guess, if that's what you're doing.
Full round. Well, I guess 5 foot step. Yeah.
Because that's standard action to use a heal check. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was a full round. So never mind. I'll step up. Yeah.
All right. Great.
Can
Okay.
you remove the bleed modifier from my character?
I can. Sure. There we go. All right. All right. Damien's fighting over there, and I'll roll for that in a second because he's okay. And okay. One of the devils tears into Damien. It's one of the little flying creatures. It hits him. And it claws down one side of him. It starts to bleed with that ferocity that seems to be characteristic of these things. And he kind of groans in what sounds like agony, but he's still standing. And then he manages to block another swing. He swings his axe at it, but it doesn't do much. Whoops. Oh, that thing's not done. Okay. And so then this thing is going to, what is it? Okay. It switches targets. It attacks Tristan now. Excuse me. So what's your AC?
24.
Okay. First one's just a normal hit. That's not a threat. Okay, second one's a normal hit. Third one's a miss. Okay, so first one you take 9 damage. Second one you take another 9 damage. You still up?
Barely.
Okay. All right, still on your feet though, and you do have the bleed effect on you now. So next turn you're gonna.
All right. Take 2 points of bleed damage.
You'll actually take a d6 of bleed damage, so it varies a little more with this guy.
And it'll be at the end of your turn that you'll take it.
Next turn. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let me roll out the.
Bye, guys. Keep fighting. I'm gonna go take a leak and get a beer.
Oh shit. Okay. And as you guys wound this thing, as its blood sprays across the altar and starts leaking down the front of it, staining that robe a darker crimson, the angels rally. And the hounds come forward, cutting aside the creatures up here. One of the bigger green things sort of falls. The scarecrows push forward. Some break from the middle here as these other ones on the side fall, and they start to come forward up onto the altar, actually pushing past. And one of the kind of like bipedal hounds in like the white kind of kale style robes comes up and grabs like Damien as he's like bleeding and he starts to stumble, and it like grabs him under one arm and pulls him back and like lays him down next to the altar and steps over him brandishing its sword. And then so it's Simon's turn.
What happened? The angels killed like a ton of demons.
Yeah. So Simon seems to snap out of it at that point, and he, his like third or fourth excellent though failed attack on this thing. He goes around, so that would be his first move.
Here's the spot.
Kind of back away, and then what is it? The thing is going to get an attack of opportunity on him, fortunately, which it hits with. Okay. And he's bleeding too. All right. But so he runs there and then so he's going to try to push forward. I mean, they've kind of made an aisle over here, so he's going to try to get over that way. All right. And then, Derek, your turn.
Rapid shot with deadly aim.
Yep.
Same as last round. That should be at a plus 13 like last round. Yep. That's going to be fucking 18, which I'm assuming doesn't hit.
Does not.
And then this one, I'm going to use an action point on.
Okay.
All right, that's an 11. Fuck. Hang on. Where did I put my D6? All right. Plus 2 is 13. Plus 13 is 26.
26 is a hit.
All right. And the first shot was a poison arrow, so I'm out of those now.
Okay.
So this will be a normal arrow.
Okay.
And that is 4 plus 8 is 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. All right. It's bloodied. It's in rough shape. I mean, you got 4 solid arrows sticking out of it, although not very far because most of the arrows actually inside of the thing. It's, I mean, staggered a couple of times. Tristan has gored it, like dug 4 inches of steel in and then ripped them out on an angle. And it's staggering backwards. Yes.
Last turn, I forgot to give myself the 3 points of healing.
Go ahead. That'll also negate the
bleed damage.
Yeah, the bleed damage. Yeah. Nice.
All right, that was my last one.
It's good timing.
Always in the fight, boys.
Bleed modifier off.
Is it my turn yet?
Almost. So okay, yeah. So it's like staggered backwards, and Tristan, you're right up in front. And you and Elthir and Coben, for a moment, for the first time, as this thing staggers back, you see that sort of smug, beatific smile on this thing's face flicker, and for a moment, you see fear.
Goddamn right.
And Tristan, your turn.
Power attack 6, full round attack action. I'm using an action point.
Okay, on your first attack?
My first attack. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm rolling D20. All right. I rolled a 9. Rolling a D6. I got a 2, so that modifies it to 11, which is probably a miss.
Sure. What's your total?
The total is
Oh, hey, you should be flanking him with the scarecrow behind it.
I guess that's true.
Because the scarecrow threatens it.
They agreed. That's true. Yeah, they advanced. Yeah. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So 11 plus 2, that's 13, plus, it's still not going to do it. Plus 7 is 20 even.
20. Yeah. Okay. That's not going to hit.
All right.
That's the first one. Second one.
Second one, yeah, I'm not. Action point. Use an action point on this.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
You roll 1.
I rolled a 7. Plus 3 is 10. Plus, not hitting.
Okay.
There goes my action points.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Well, so, I mean, breathless with effort, you just foam flying out of your mouth, swing for the fences, just lashing at this thing, throwing paper in all directions. Although, unfortunately, it manages to confuse you with the spray of contracts in all directions. Elthir.
All right, I'm going to attack it with a action point.
Okay.
I currently have a plus 11 to hit, plus 13 if I'm also going to get the bonus from the flanking.
Yeah.
So here we go. Oh, man. 20.
Okay. 20 is, it's a miss. Okay. It's your only attack?
Yeah.
That's your only attack, right? Yeah, okay. All right. Damien. Okay. All right. He was kind of laid on the ground by the angel who steps over him, but he's in bad shape. He's starting to bleed out down there. And then this thing calls out in that just god awful language. It burns your ears again. You start to smell that same sickly sweet scent again, but as around you, I mean, the air just fills with more of these kind of flying creatures. And in exact proportion as each one shows up, there's a howl and a bark, and more of the angels and archons come to answer it, 1-to-1. And then the thing lashes out.
Hold on. Do we get an attack of opportunity with that? With this call?
So it turns out not. And that's a funny thing. Although, yes, I can understand why you might think if it's like casting a spell, but it's not. So, yeah, it's doing that. And then, so it's going to attack Elthir this time. So
28 AC.
Yeah. Okay. The first attack, the hardest one, actually misses. And then the second one, it's getting more and more frantic as it flails at you. The second one, you dodge more easily, and the third one isn't even in the ballpark. And it kind of staggers backward against the... got him on the ropes, boys. Okay. Simon pushes through, and so he's back there. Let's see. And, okay, and he stops, kind of pulls off part of his breastplate and undoes a strap and starts trying to bind up where the thing clawed him, because it's bleeding, disproportionate to the size of the wound. And he seems to manage to staunch it, at least for the moment. He's getting around behind it. Okay, and then Derek.
Rapid shot, deadly aim. No more poison arrows. This is going to be plus 13. I'm going to use an action point.
Okay.
It's 10 plus 15, 25. Here's my D6. That's a 5, so that is 30 even.
Okay, hang on. So
What does that make your roll?
15. It makes the roll of 15, right?
No. I rolled a 10.
Right.
Plus
Plus
15,
the
25.
I'm
Hang on.
asking you what the roll on the die was.
Right, for the
That-
action
that-
roll.
If the action point gets you to crit,
Right.
It
But
does
doesn't.
not. It
Okay.
does not. It
It
gets
makes
me
a
to 15.
natural roll of 15. You add the modifier to make it whatever.
Right.
So, right.
Yeah.
You're good. All right. But it is a hit, just the same.
All right. Second attack. I'm also going to use my last action point on this one. It's probably going to miss, but so natural 9 plus 15 is 24.
Okay.
no parry bonus.
still doesn't do it.
Nope. Still didn't do it.
All right. Damage on the first attack. 1 plus 8 is 9 damage.
It's better than 0 damage.
Yes, it is.
Damn sure.
Fair enough. One more arrow sticking out of this thing. Pretty well pin-cushioned in the front. He's pulling a Boromir here. And Tristan.
All right, I'm just gonna let out this deep, guttural roar, channeling the plains cats that we killed, the mantle that I've carried around with me, remembering all of the people that have filled the line of my ancestors that have held this blade in the past. Power attack 6, full round attack action.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on the first one. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that doesn't do shit.
Let's go ahead and assume. Yeah. All right.
All right, here goes. And 10 on the second one, so I didn't do shit then either.
Okay. All right. So still roaring, just slashing at it, flailing away. All right. And
2 action points on this attack roll.
2. Okay. Fair enough.
15 plus a 6 and a 4. So
Okay.
that's a 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20. So a threat.
Plus, I rolled a 13. That's a 26 to confirm.
In melee, that's a miss, but it's still a normal hit.
Fuck. Okay. So I'm going to do 1d10.
Okay.
Plus 4 plus 1d6.
Okay.
Oh my god! I almost rolled minimum damage. 8 damage.
Okay. It's knocked down. It staggers backward. I mean, so one more slash, like Tristan is just flailing away and it's staggering back. Like I said, you got this thing on the ropes. One more arrow comes in from Coben and it pushes it back like against the altar. It's got its back there. Elthir, you come in, like duck under some contracts, slice forward once, and hit it like near the neck, but it ends up scraping on the shoulder and like pushing the thing back so it's splayed out across the back of the altar.
Hold on. Did you add your flanking bonus to that second attack?
Yes, I did. Second
Okay.
confirm
All
I
right,
did.
all right.
I rolled a 13. Well, okay, hold on. 13.
Yeah, plus 13 plus 2 is 28. Yeah.
All right, and Damien's there. So the thing itself,
Run, motherfucker.
okay. What's it doing?
Come on, this scarecrow can't turn around and just bop this motherfucker in the ass.
A little jab.
Just gotta, yeah, it's just gotta like, poke that Achilles tendon.
All
The
right,
last
so
jest of a dying man.
yeah, it like sits up like across the altar as you guys are there, and it says, "We could negotiate. There is much I could offer you." The angels continue to fight. And perhaps echoing your combat, they continue to make progress. Black blood flies. Scarecrows stagger forward. The hounds call the hunt. And they push forward on both sides. Simon goes around to Edwin and tries to kind of like pick him up and help him down. Gobin.
I'm gonna yell at this fucker, "Fuck your offer," and I'm gonna shoot rapid shot with deadly aim. I have no more action points. I'm just Hail Marying right now.
All right.
I've been Hail Marying for 5 rounds.
We got hit with the fireball, and we've been Hail Marying ever since.
Plus 13. And I rolled a 2, so that's going to miss.
Okay.
Second shot
Yep.
is 14 plus 13, 27.
That's it.
Please let me kill this thing. Plus 8 damage. 8 damage plus 8 is 16 damage.
Max damage on the last one. All right. So it's said, and there is much I can offer you. I can, and like an arrow bounces off the altar and looks up and says, "You must wait to understand." And then it sags across the altar.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's that. So the devils nearby, there by its presence, they kind of vanish, right? A little bit at a time, with screams, cries of some agony. They fall away, back from whence they came. The hounds howl in all directions, and the scarecrows kind of like shudder and rustle, and they all turn blank faces up toward the center, or the scarecrows do. The hounds kind of jump around. They sheathe swords and trample on the bodies of the fallen devils that still remain. Oops. And there's a hush that comes from the people outside. One of the hounds up here, he turns and it calls out in kind of like a high musical language, and then it like stares at you guys, and then it points at Elthir, and he says, your friend needs aid," to Damien, who's still bleeding out on the ground.
Yeah. Run over there and heal him.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna like make a heal check, or are you gonna cast a spell?
No reason to accidentally roll a 1 and him die, so I'm just gonna cure minor wounds.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough.
Like fuck, I have those in spades. So
Sure. Let me take the bleed modifier off of him. Okay. All right. Simon helps Edwin down from the rack over there, and there's a pause for a moment, as everybody's just standing around looking at the carnage that was the church. So Simon kind of lays Edwin's ruin out on the ground. The hounds howl and circle. The scarecrows are silent. And they're just kind of circling the altar. What are you guys doing?
I'm running to Edwin.
Run to Edwin.
Yeah. Okay. All three. Derek, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll join them in running to Edwin.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go and plunge my sword into this motherfucker's heart, just to make sure. Just
Double
to.
check. Sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sink Salko deep
Okay. All right.
quickly,
yeah.
and then run to Edwin.
Sure. No worries. Yeah, it doesn't respond when you do that. All right. And yeah, you guys go over there. And I mean, when I say the ruins of Edwin, sorry to say that's true. I mean, like I said, right? Like tendons severed. His right cheek is mostly gone. You can see a few of the tendons, like where his jaw would connect, but you can actually see like his teeth, like Two-Face style on that side. If you didn't know him or know that it was him here, he might not be recognizable. His eyelids have been cut off. He doesn't have them anymore. Like I said, he's missing his left leg below the knee. His left arm has been flayed entirely. All the fingers on his right hand are broken. And it's kind of like swollen and presumably will be infected soon. He's not conscious in a proper sense at first, as you guys come around him, but Simon sort of lays him out on the ground as you guys come around and everybody takes a knee, just circling him. And what are you guys doing?
I'm standing, and I'm gonna clean, kind of habitually clean Salko.
Okay.
I'm gonna kneel down, put a hand gently under his head. Edwin.
Derek, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna turn away, not being able to look upon, the horror that was my captain and my friend. Yeah, just stand there and pray to Bayhem to help us one last time to restore this man.
John, you say that, trying to bring him around, I guess, to some extent. Let's switch that around. Not that that's a perfectly accurate thing, but all right. And all right. I mean, he's mostly delirious. Well, tough son of a bitch. He kind of like his eyes flick from side to side. His eyebrows kind of spasm as if he might be trying to blink. And then he goes, "Hey, boys."
In hearing that, I'll whip around as fast as I can.
Sheath Salko, my lord.
Well, there's one thing I can't stand. It's a bully. You got him, I guess.
We did.
Elthier, how much of this you think you can clean up?
Not much, but my lord, I can bring you back. Not today, but soon.
That'll do. Anyway. Shit. And he coughs up a little blood. Not that I don't like talking to you boys, but who wants a drink?
I'm gonna go and kneel at his side and look at him.
Okay. His eyes focus on you after a second.
You say this. Everyone here.
Listen, Tristan. You boys always been better than I have at giving the punches out. I figured all I can do is take them.
You have taken plenty.
Simon. Hey, Simon. And Simon's there. He goes, yeah, Edwin. Yeah, I got. I got you. Yeah. Glad you're here. That's all. Yeah, me too. Me too, Edwin. I'm glad I'm here. Yeah. And he kind of fades into semi-consciousness there. So you guys become aware that people have filtered in. They're, kind of moving slowly and delicately amongst the, gore that just litters the ground. And the scarecrows are still staring up at the altar. And as Edwin kind of fades into unconsciousness, there's a little bit of a stir, kind of breeze that starts from outside and kind of blows through the church, comes from the back. And suddenly people who have been moving in with their candles start to kind of make way. And you guys see something that previously Coben is the only one that's seen. And there's a tall, gangly scarecrow with a pumpkin head and a big floppy hat, stick arms, kind of off bluish shirt, and tattered trousers, just stick legs, comes walking forward. And it looks grim. Big triangle eyes, look kind of sad, and its mouth is turned down. And it's like some people kind of nod or bow as he walks in. And he comes up to the altar or near it, and he stands for a moment over the body of the devil up there. And he says, "Well, now, y'all been busy, huh?"
I'll whip around at that utterance and slowly walk toward the altar.
Okay.
I'm going to. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I'm not gonna respond vocally.
I'm gonna turn around and sit on my, sit above Edwin and kind of pull him up into my lap, and kind of hold on to him.
Okay. The scarecrow, Tuscarora, he kind of steps lightly a couple of times, and then he just steps once on the chest of the dead devil, and he springs up onto the altar. And he kind of crosses his legs, folds his arms over him. "Well, now, it's been a pleasure having y'all here. Real sorry about what happened to your lord, that I am. And I suppose, according to the rules, y'all have earned a boon from us. Something we can do for you, what I'm asking? Because the wind's blowing now. Times been getting a changing. Things ain't gonna be the same from here on out. This I've been given to know. So out here in Weston, we're gonna try to move on with our lives best we can, but y'all gonna be moving on. Y'all done a service here today, so what service might I do for y'all?"
At that, I'm gonna say, "Fellow Watcher," and I'll wait for him to respond.
All right. Those triangle eyes kind of deform a little bit and seem to rise. Watches. That's the job we wanted to be, huh? You want to go out east, fight the big fight. That's where y'all going?
That's the plan.
I'm gonna
All
hold
right.
And I'll at that I'll look back at Edwin, and I'll look between Edwin to the Tuscarora, and I'll say, the world needs Edwin Bourne. I would ask that you restore him to full health.
Hey there, Edwin. And Edwin kind of gasps. Kyle, you can feel him like shift, his chest rises for a second, his heartbeat increases. He doesn't heal or anything, but his eyes open and he fixes on Tuscarora. And, he looks kind of ghastly at him. He goes, young man, think I ought to talk to you. I offered them a boon. Suppose y'all earned it. Your man here told me the world needs you. So maybe we ought to let you pick, huh? What would you ask for? He goes, Violet. Bring her back. Well, I hate to say it, young man, but we ain't in that business around here. Folks moved on, they gonna stay moved on. Ain't nothing we can do about that, bad as you might feel. But your man asked me to give you a foot back, amongst some other things, I suppose. That sound all right to you? Give me Violet. Can do, son. Can't do. Hate to tell you. He kind of looks from side to side, and the people are just standing there. And I'm totally silent. The angel's watching, the scarecrow's passive. All right. Well, mayhap we can get you a foot. But that ain't all. Surely, that can't be all. You boys off to join the Watchers now, huh?
I'll nod.
Brian has commanded it of me. So yes, I will go.
Then he looks at Tristan.
If my friends go east, I go east.
Well, maybe we'll get y'all something to help you on the road then. Something to help you along on your travels. Got a lot of walking to be done. Oh, speaking of, the walking man wanted me to say hello to you. He felt pretty bad about the way this one had to fall out. But so it had to. So it did. Anyhow, y'all done good work. Finished up the harvest, and for that, I think y'all be able to carry harvest with you. Sound right to me. So I'll leave you something for that. Leave you something to be getting on with when you go out east. Otherwise, real sorry there, son. He looks at Edwin. Can't help you maybe the way you want to be helped. But we can take the edge off. Put your feet under you. But it's going to take more than that to undo all that's been did. So good luck to you, y'all. He drums his kind of stick hands on the altar, and he springs up. No, it wasn't easy for y'all, particularly you, he says to Edwin, who's kind of unresponsive. He goes, tip of the hat, come the fall, and all falls to come. And with a whirl, he kind of vanishes. And on the altar are 5 rings. It's clear to you. The knowledge is given in your mind. Not to everybody, but to Coben. Derek, you're aware that those rings, if you wear them, will grant the bear the ability to go without food. So you're basically fed, and you do need to sleep, but while you're wearing them, a full night's sleep will be about 2 hours.
Do you have to wear all 5?
Gotta wear one.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta wear one. Yeah. So the Edwin shifts and shudders. Some of the bleeding stops, and his cheek regenerates mostly, although it's probably going to stay malformed. Some skin regrows over his left arm, and his foot comes back, but his eyes change. They turn black, and they've got red irises and vertical pupils. Whatever evil was put into him seems to have been consolidated more than removed. And his physical body is restored somewhat, although not 100%. Seems like there's still something missing. He seems wasted to you guys, who are pretty familiar with him otherwise. But in his ragged clothes, what remains of him, you can see that at least all the basic working parts are there: 2 hands, 2 feet, pair of eyes, pair of ears, all his teeth are back. Face is more or less restored, although he's going to be scarred up. But he'll be able to walk. Probably not today, but, whenever you guys can get him back up to full strength. So, as you guys, see that, kind of acknowledge it, the scarecrows, as Tuscarora vanishes, the scarecrows do as well. And as there's kind of a whirl, in the air as they do so, the hounds, seeing the scarecrows vanish, start to do the same thing. But then, as they kind of raise themselves up, they stop. And they form 2 lines, and they walk over, and one at a time, they step forward and they bow to you guys gathered around Edwin. And they sheathe their swords and they bow, and then each one vanishes. The next one step forward.
I'll return the bow every time it happens.
Yeah.
So the process continues kind of methodically until the last one, who bows. And all the people come on this side, they kneel. They've got their candles still in hand, but they, they just take a knee on the ground all around in the blood and gore from the devils that you guys have slain. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to pick up that.
I'm going to slowly approach the altar. I'm getting some feedback. You guys getting that?
Yeah, I heard it just that once. I don't know. Try again.
Testing.
I don't hear you.
I'm okay.
Okay, cool. I'm going to slowly approach the altar, and I'm going to gather up the 5 rings and, put them away and go back to Edwin.
Okay.
I'm picking him up. I'm holding him like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Okay. All right.
And walking it out.
Okay. John, Derek, you guys going with him?
Yep.
I'm going to start to walk away, and then I'm going to stop. And I'm going to take my holy symbol off.
Yeah.
I'm going to look around Are there like some sconces or something in one of these alcoves here?
Yeah, there are sconces in all of these.
I'm gonna walk over to here. And I'm gonna kneel down and I'm gonna start praying.
Okay.
And I'm going to pray to Alabrion for just kind of thanks for what has happened and that we have succeeded. And tell Alabrion that I will do everything in my power to spread his word. And then I'm going to wait for a moment.
Okay, concentration check.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Yeah. So you do that. And I guess you've got your head bowed and eyes down. But Simon and Coben and Tristan would see a little ball of light circle around you a couple of times. And then your holy symbol is gone. You should take that item off of your inventory.
Okay.
But when you open your eyes, there's a little bit of like a rumble and some stones fall to the ground in front of you. A piece of the roof has fallen away. And directly under it is a small sapling of a tree that's kind of broken through the ground there. It's, found some dirt and now a small opening to the sky, and it's just about 3 feet tall. But it's there in the corner of Bayham's church. A small monument to something else.
I'll open my eyes and nod with satisfaction and stand and walk out with everyone else.
Okay. Simon's picking up Damien. Kind of grab him, kind of fireman carry style. He's not bleeding anymore. And Tristan, you've got Edwin. Okay. And Coben, you walking out?
Yeah, I have a question. Without kind of ruining the moment, how do we handle like traditional treasure? I know we just got the 5 rings and all that stuff, but like,
Sure.
if he had gold on him or something. I mean, I don't want to like sit there and rummage on the dead thing because it's kind of a neat moment right now. But
I gotcha. No worries. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy to go over stuff, but actually, the thing itself did not actually have any material possessions on it. Not to say there might not be some, if you guys were to really dig around, but it looks like you're caring for your wounded right now. So if you want to come back and root around next session, tomorrow, that's cool. But you can also, if you want to check the church right now, you can. There is a visible chest over here. There's some stuff under this bench over there. You're welcome to look around if you want to.
No, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. All right.
We can come back tomorrow.
All right. So you guys walking out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you carry Edwin and Damien back. Are you going?
To the
Where are
end.
you going? To the end. Yeah. Okay. All right. So when you guys step outside, you see, the townspeople are gathered out there. And when you guys come out, I mean, there's whispers passing around. You don't know what version of the story is being told. But as you guys pass, the people universally take a knee. And they kneel as you walk all the way back down the street to the town square, where they kind of thin out, but you're forming a procession behind you as people stand as you move by. And when you guys go into the inn, you get to the door, and you see, a couple of thousand people filling the square and the streets around, with all of these tiny little points of light staring up at the inn, as you drag a wounded and scarred but not ruined Edwin, back to the inn. And there's a lot of light outside when you close the door, to warmth and the smell of good cooking inside. Maybe a good place to pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't die.
I just want to point out that I have a note, 9:54 p.m. 9/5/2016. I am dead.
It was looking grim for a second. I mean, it was kind of tight. Okay, I'm dead.
I can't.
Dude, 0 hit points for real.
Yeah.
I had 0 hit points. I hit 33 damage from the fireball, 14 points of damage from the stab. I have 47 hit points.
Right. I guess.
Like,
Wow.
Get much closer, because with that, and then the healer goes down, and it's a chain reaction.
I want a tally of how much damage COVID did.
seriously.
I
I wasn't
want
writing it down.
to know how much damage we did in that one round where we both got
Yeah,
crits.
you crits. Yeah, right.
I want to say it was 8. It was 90 damage at least that we did.
Well, you did 42.
I did
And-
36.
Okay.
36.
Well, no, 36 plus 16.
Yep.
So
My 2 arrows.
Pretty wild.
30. How much? 34. 36.
no, yeah.
32.
So how much experience do we get?
Yeah,
And can I buy everything?
you gotta give me a second.
88 damage we did that round.
Jesus.
It's pretty.
You know how
amazing.
much damage I did that entire combat?
90 damage we did that round. 90 damage. How much damage did you do in that entire combat, John? 8. That's okay, man. It's like Oscar in combat, like there's so
Right.
much more.
When you tanked a lot of attacks, right?
I tanked so much damage.
Right.
And the
A lot
DR.
of glaives and contracts coming your way. Yeah, right.
Overcoming that DR. Absolutely.
Every fucking round, every single round from round 1, I was like, I'm dying this round. I'm dead.
Right.
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
The high AC, man, matters a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know why the math came out this way. You guys take 3,560 combat experience.
Okay.
Okay, say that number again. 3,000.
560.
Neat.
I'm happy with
My
that.
my note in my experience for what I got there is he who walks behind is a little bitch.
I have a lot of experience.
That is a lot of experience.
Jesus.
How about some non-combat?
10.
Yeah. I don't know. I give you guys like 400 non-combat for walking into town and dealing with just kind of all the townspeople, seeing that, talking to the mayor.
You had a pretty dope speech there. That was totally off the cuff.
Okay, right. And I'll say, yeah, John, you can take 75 for the speech, and you guys can each take an extra 250 for just the Tuscarora and all that.
Altar?
What's that?
A new altar to my deity?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's That's fair. You can take an extra 100 for that. Honestly, I'm just glad you guys are alive.
Me too.
You know,
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Can we spend a couple minutes to buy things? Is that okay?
Yeah, what do you want?
I
A
don't.
divine.
Oh, no. Have you interacted much with the Divine just recently? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 divine points.
Sure. No, you can take a Divine point. That's fine.
3rd level spells, bitches.
I would like a BAB, please.
Sure.
One BAB, please.
Coming up.
I will ask for my stuff later.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hey Ben.
Yeah.
So this is something we maybe need to talk about a little bit more, but I want to. I'd like to. So I have the spontaneous healing ability that allows me to replace anything with a
Right.
cure spell.
Yeah.
I would like to get a further ability to spontaneously replace my spells with any conjuration healing spells.
Conjuration healing?
Conjuration healing being that's cure light wounds is a conjuration healing, but I'm saying lesser restoration, remove poison, remove disease.
Oh.
It doesn't have. It's definitely. I understand that it may not. It's not something. I'm not asking for it now.
No, I hear you. Well, it's a special ability, right? I mean, it's not.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like a feat or just be its own thing. Yeah, it's tough. I don't think it's unreasonable, and it makes sense, particularly considering the way that you've played your character. I'd say for 1,500 experience, you can do that. You can take that.
Ooh, okay, I will fucking take that right now.
Okay. All right.
Level 2 spontaneous healing, call it.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I know exactly what I wanted to. I didn't know how. I wanted people to go first or whatever, but I'm getting excited. So all right. So combat reflexes.
Oh, nice. Okay, I can see the value in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Style point.
Sure.
Kensai.
Yeah, I think that's fair at this point.
Oh, that's all I can afford.
Okay.
I might have a feat that I want to buy. Stand by 1 second.
Okay.
Hold up. See if I can afford it. Combat feat. I can afford it. You know what? Let me think about that one. I'm thinking about Snapshot.
Which does what?
Snapshot. You threaten 5 feet around you with a ranged weapon.
Oh, nice. That's cool. There you go.
Thinking about that one, maybe.
All right.
That's a pretty badass. Would that allow you to then have your parry bonus with the bow?
So I talked to Ben about that. There's another feat that basically allows you to not take a penalty when you use an improvised weapon. And I think that would allow me to take a parry with my bow, but with the caveat that my bow is subject to sunder attempts.
Right. And comparatively vulnerable to them, right? Just being of a softer material. So.
Okay.
Weapon focus.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Particularly for you. That makes sense.
All right, that's me.
All right.
BAB.
Sure.
You have 2 BAB.
I have 2 BAB right now.
It's okay. That's all back to Adam Smith, right? The Wealth of Nations. It's all about, picking proper roles based on, people's skill sets. Everybody shouldn't try to do everything, right? What do you need a high BAB for?
Me?
Yeah.
Fucking AC?
No, what I mean is like it makes sense that yours is lower than the rest
Oh,
of them.
yes. Yeah.
Right. You're doing other shit. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And according to you, I need a +5 BAB to get leadership. So
It's true.
that's really what I'm.
Jesus.
So is it okay if I buy a BAB?
Yeah, the one. That's fine.
You know what's cool about Snapshot is that there's another step beyond that called Improved Snapshot, where you threaten 10 feet around you.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Okay, well, it's been fun and it's been real. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, guys. Good game.
Thank you. That was great.
that was so badass.
That was butt clenching. I'm gonna need to get some preparation H after that.
Yeah. Glad to hear it. All right. Congratulations, guys. Well fun.
Thank you.
All right. See you, boys.
All right,
Yeah.
Ben.